A very good morning to class 6 student. Class 6 student, good morning all of you. My name is Sunil. I'm your English teacher as well as your class teacher. Now we are in the same chapter. The chapter name is A Tale of Two Birds. We have learned near about half of the chapter and rest half of the chapter will covered it today. So all of you listen this video carefully so that it make you understand the theory of the meaning of the chapter as well as the story of the chapter, so that after that what had happened you may be able to give the answers of the questions. Yes, because if we don't understand the meaning of the chapter we can't be able to find out the answers as well, we can't be able to write it down also. And one more important thing is that if you understand the meaning of the chapter, then after it's very easy to learn the question and answers, because you know the whole story, and then after it's very easy for you to write down the answers as well as the question answers. It's very easy, and for the fill in the blanks it's very easy, and the true false it's very easy. So everything, all the exercises, whatever the exercises after that the chapter are getting very easy if you know the meaning of chapter in Hindi as well as in English. So students, I request to you, all of you, please watch my first video of this chapter, and then after you have to watch the same video of this chapter also to give the answer of the questions also. I hope all of you are fit and fine. Take care yourself, wash your hands time to time, and don't go anywhere else, and learn the things, revise the things again and again, so that all the things are come in your mind. So now I'm going to start the chapter. We are in the page number 2. Page number 2 from starting of the chapter. Soon he came to clearing with look like a ashram. Soon he came to clearing which looked like an ashram. A very next day, what had happened? He came to near about a ashram, like it was the Rishi ashram. That was the Rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree. What had happened? King tied his horse into a tree and sat down into its shade, because he traveled for a long time, that's why he's tired, so he sat down in its shade of a tree. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice. Again he had some gentle voice announced, welcome to the ashram. Sounds like welcome to the ashram, sir, please go inside and rest. So he get a type of voice that someone is welcome to him, that come into the ashram and take a rest over there, don't sit below the tree, come into the ashram and take a rest over there. So please go inside and rest, the rishi will be back soon, and rishi come back soon. There's some cold water in the pot. uh, that bird is going to advise him, there's some cold water in the pot, please make yourself comfortable. To make you comfortable, take some rest and take some cold water from the pot to make yourself comfortable. The king looked up, saw a big brown bird in the tree. And after hearing this type of sound, what had happened? King finding from where I get the sound. Unfortunately, he saw a big brown bird in the tree, which one is sitting on the tree. He was amazing. This one looked like the other bird. He's also looked like the other bird which he saw in the next in near about the forest on the cave. Yes, this one looked like the other bird outside the cave. He said to him loudly, "You." The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He already, when he is going to find it out which type of bird is there, so he find out one big brown bird is there. He was amazed. He was amazing. This one looks like the other bird. He was thinking that whatever the bird I find it, I meet with a few minutes, few hours before, it's look like the same. He said to himself loudly, "You are right." So, sir, answered the bird. The bird answered, "You are right, sir. He is my brother, but he was made friend with robbers. But he friendship with the robbers. He now talks and they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore, and he don't like to talk like me." Just then the rishi entered the ashram. Then the what had happened, whenever the bird is going to give the answers to the that king, what had happened, unfortunately, at that particular time period, rishi entered into the ashram. "Welcome, sir. Welcome, sir," he said to the king. "Please come inside and make yourself at home." Please come, sir. He is telling that, sir, please come and inside अंदर आइए एंड मेक योर सेल्फ एट होम. अपने ही घर जैसा समझिए. यू लुक टायर्ड. He was telling that, sir, you are looking like a tired, so rest for a while. You have to take a rest for an hours, because you are coming from a long distance. So just take a rest of few hours. Then you can share my food. Then you can take some food from us to feed yourself. The king told the rishi the story of two birds. What had happened? The king told the rishi the story of two birds. One of the bird who is he met inside the cave with the robbers, and the other in Rishi's ashram, and how each had behaved so differently, through they look so alike. The forest is full of surprises. The king told to the rishi that the forest is full of surprises. He said. The holy man smiled and said, "After all, one is known by the company one keeps. After all one is known by the company one keeps." That bird has always heard the talk of robbers. What had happened? Because of always listening the talk of robbers, that's why the bird behavior get changed. And the other bird which is in Rishi's ashram, she always heard the talk of Rishi ashram. So that's why he imits them and talk about robbing peoples. This one has repeated, and the same scenario was repeated again and again, what he had always heard. He welcomed people into the ashram. "Now come inside and rest. I'll tell you more about this place and these birds. I'll tell you more thing about these birds and the place. Come inside." So this one is the talk between the rishi and the king. So this one is all about the story of a tale of two birds. So all of you, I believe all of you uh, take interest on this story. Means in this story, the story tells us that our friends, our locality teach us how to behave with others. For example, students, if we are living in the Punjab, automatically we know the Punjabi. If we don't know Punjabi, but we are living in Punjab, what had happened? Unfortunately, after 2 or 3 months, we know the Punjabi very well. If we are living in England or Germany or France, what had happened? After a few months, automatically we know the Japanese and the other languages, right? This one is happening because of the locality. So it happens with every one of you, right? So this one is all about the chapter. Students, now today we are going to discuss about the question and answer of this chapter as well. So all of you, what you have to do, you have to note it down these question and answers in your classwork copies as well, right? So we'll talk about the question and answers also. So thank you, have a nice day. In the next video I'll tell you about the question and answers. Thank you.